Yes, sir. CONDUIT.
Hip-hop gamer!
Yeah, hip-hop gamer. How you feeling out there? You know what I'm saying? We got Conduit 2 safe in the building. You already know what it is, man. Alright, first of all, I got one question.
Right.
One question. There's a weapon in this game, son. My bad. There's a weapon in this game where if they shooting at you, you can collect the bullets and shoot it back at them. What the hell was you thinking? Like, what the hell? Like, this game is gonna be nuts. Like, this is not just a sequel. This is like a redefinition of Conduit, man. So, like, let's talk weapons. Like, where did this idea come from? Like, what are you guys is doing, man? Talk to us.
All right, well, the weapon just came because we wanted to do something different that we don't see very much in first-person shooters. And I don't know that we see it very much because ever since we've been showing it, people seem to really like it. And actually, I think the original idea came from what we call District 9.
Oh, wow.
Which is a really kick-ass movie, and there's a great scene in there where the robot collects up all the rounds, fires it back at the enemies. So we thought, you know what, we need to have that in our game. So,
yo, that was incredible. Now, I was looking at the demo of the game, and it seems that you got a whole lot of weapons, a whole lot of different locations. So let me ask you a question. Does the weapons you get depend on the locations like that you're at? And if so, like, tell us like one of the coolest locations and coolest weapons we're going to encounter when we get this game.
Well, I mean, there's a whole lot of different weapons in Conduit 2, and all of them have unique abilities. One example of a weapon that maybe is designed for the level is an invisibility gun. Okay. So if you collect the gun, you can actually turn yourself invisible so that you can hide from the enemies, sneak around ninja style, take them out when they're unsuspecting, and then you can actually go invisible and sneak through these enemy turrets that can fire and obviously obliterate you from a distance. So the only way to get past them is to use your invisibility gun.
That's crazy. See, that's what I like. You got this long, deep game, but they don't just have like, you know, special ammunition or special like controls just for show. Like they actually mean something and they're useful in the game and it's designed for them to use and work. So that right there to me is crazy. Now let me ask you this. One thing about Conduit 1, I'm not sure if you guys realize this, but there's a lot of Illuminati like in the game and stuff like that, and you know what that is, like, you know, Illuminati and like spiritual biblical things and stuff like that. Did you guys realize or knew what you guys was, you know, doing with part 1, or what was the message you was really trying to send leading into part 2, since you said it continues, you know, directly from part 1?
I don't know if what the exact message is. I suppose all of that is yet to be determined. And you know, well, actually, it's been determined, but we still need the audience to play through the games and find out. You know, Conduit is a tangled web that we're weaving, and the idea is that we're setting up a story that should last for a long time to come. So, but yeah, definitely, we did a lot of research, and we knew what we were doing going into it.
All right, cool.
And we're setting things up for sequels.
Yeah, because I was like, wow, this is like deeper than the average person, and a lot of people that may not know about what that stuff really means, it's like it brings you into the game that much more, because it's like, wow, a video game has all of this. This is a game. Like, this is something that I want to play. You know what I mean? So I thought that was very, you know, interesting. Now, I saw it, since we were looking at the debug, there's a lot of levels. There's a lot in this game. So, like, what would be the estimated time of like, you know, if you're in the game, how many hours are we looking at?
Well, actually, Conduit 2 is still kind of in development right now, so we've been playing through it. We're trying to figure out the time exactly.
Okay.
And so we're not really prepared to give you an exact number.
Okay.
We can say it's going to be in the 8 to 10 hour range, and there's a lot of things to unlock in the game too. So lots of opportunities to go in, and the levels are designed to go back and play over and over, because you can bring different weapon loadouts in with you and try the weapon levels with different guns, and you can find lots of cool new stuff along the way.
Now, one of the cool things, since you said cool, how you could create your own cover. Like, that right there is ridiculous, creating your own cover, being able to sprint, like, all of these things is great. Now, one thing that I want you to say again is, why did you add these things?
Well, we added the cover because we wanted the game to be really kick-ass. We wanted to do something that we don't see very much.
Okay.
The cover, actually, surprisingly, is something that we're getting a lot of really great feedback about, and, you know, apparently people aren't seeing that as much in first-person shooter games. Seemed like a good idea, so we thought we'd go for it. But the idea is that if there's a bookshelf, you can push it over, make it in the cover. If there's a vending machine, you can push that over.
And soda comes out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Tables flip, and that way, too, as you're playing through the level, you can strategize and decide how you want to take on your opponents. If you want to make your own cover points, go for it. It's all up to you. Just like our customizable control system, it's all about letting the player play their own way.
Now, the one thing I wanted to add to what you said was that they looked at what the fans wanted. And they just said, you know what? Why not give them what they want? Because we doing a service for them. And my phone is ringing, so that must be a fan right now. But we gonna cut that off. It's like that if I can find my phone. So you know what? We gonna hold the belt. For a second. We gonna cut the phone off because it's probably a fan call. You notice how that it works? Okay, cool. I cut the phone off. Now, how important or how much of a role does the fans play in the games you make, man?
The fans are a huge part of the games we make. As a matter of fact, I would say right now, we're making this game for the fans. So I hope the fans like it because we're listening to you. We hear what you have to say. We want to hear what you have to say. And everything that you're saying, the feedback you're sending our studio, the stuff you're posting online, we're reading it, and we've been taking it very seriously when we design our game. High Voltage is about the fans. It's about the gamers. We're making games for gamers. So when this game comes out, a lot of you are going to see right down to your own pictures in the game in some cases.
Whoa, your own picture? Wait. How does that work? Like you said, your own picture in the game.
That's right. Sega put on a contest, and there were some folks who were selected who went in for the contest, and they're actually in wanted posters in our game, and you see them as you play.
Oh, that is sick. That is retarded right there. All right, now I want to ask you this seriously. After seeing a game like this, and knowing that you have there's a trend going on in the industry. The trend is basically like you got the announcement of Mass Effect going on PS3, and just a lot of third parties that had exclusive titles just spreading everything out. Now Conduit 2, with the technology that the PlayStation Move has, and with the power of the PS3 overall, camera, all this stuff that it has, would you guys see yourself porting Conduit 2 over to the PlayStation Move? Is it feasible, or is that something that you guys looking into?
You know, that's yet to be determined, but I will say this. Conduit is for the Wii fans. Wii gamers stood by us from the very beginning. We've designed this game for Wii. We don't want to let those gamers down, and right now the focus is on Wii to give them the best experience we can.
Wow! That's real talk right there. Like, that's more than just a fan. That's like extra dedication to a system. Like, that right there is like what a lot of people was mad about with LeBron James leaving Cleveland and stuff like that. But you guys sticking with the Wii, so no doubt, man. Now, one thing I want to say is this, like, in terms of like Conduit 2 and everything that you guys has been able to pull off with the Wii, what separates you guys from other companies that has done, first-person shooters in the past on the Wii, or just games in general? Because you guys seem to be taking it to another level. The only other game I can really think of that's showing that type of quality is GoldenEye. It's like they show some great quality, but even with that great game, this one is exceeding all. So, like, what is it about you guys that separates yourselves from the competition?
Just sheer passion. Nobody's telling us in Conduit, to do the game. Nobody's telling us that this is something we need to do, and that it's important because there's a market out there that we're trying to hit. This is all about a particular demographic. We're making this game because we want to make this game. We're making this game because we know there's gamers who like to play this game, and we're making it for them. And so what you're seeing at our studio is a studio that's a lot about passion. And I know that's not something that's really easy to explain, but when you're at a studio of people who are working all the time, who are never satisfied with what they see, who are constantly reworking everything. As an art director, I can't even release screenshots without having 20 artists storm into my office, being picky about the screenshots. They want to make sure that everything is perfect and to the utmost. So that's the thing about our studio. The people who are there, they're hardcore. They love games. They love the studio. They love what they do. They want Conduit to rock.
Yo, it's definitely rocking. Now check this out. Online, what are your plans? Considering, you got the Wii Motion, you got the Wii Motion Plus, and stuff like that. That's going to add much more depth to the gameplay. Considering that we now have online, a lot of online games on the Wii is starting to really flourish because a lot of people is complaining about how the Wii friend codes and all that other stuff.
Right.
You guys are doing it justice. What are your plans for online, and what's going to make all these Wii owners say you know what, I'm getting this shit day one. I need it right now. What do you guys got planned?
Our plans for online really stem from the first game. If you remember the first game, we had great online, lots of different gameplay modes. We've expanded on that. We've added a lot of new modes into the game. We also have a team invasion mode. We have split screen, 2, 3, and 4 player split screen.
Oh wow, okay.
So that you can play multiplayer, and you can play team invasion mode, which is like a horde mode, together at the same screen, or you can play those multiplayer online as well. Lots of new modes. There's a loadout system where you can load the weapons and choose which weapons you want to take with you.
Okay.
You can choose enhancements for your characters that you earn by playing through the single-player game and the multiplayer game.
Oh, that's dope. That's nice. That's
so you
nice.
can make your character run faster, jump higher, be stronger, all that kind of great stuff. And then really what you're getting is the advantage of High Voltage having developed the first game. It's basically the same engine. It's been revamped, revitalized. We've added lots of new stuff to it. And this time out, we designed our multiplayer maps right from the very get-go. So from day one, we've been testing these and playing them through ourselves and making sure that they're really awesome. So the gamer really can benefit from just a lot more development time, just a lot more effort put into multiplayer. So it's very much more polished.
Let me tell you right now, son. Like seriously, like we're starting to see an evolution in a lot of Wii titles. But Conduit, like too, seeing this be like a successful sequel coming out, I really appreciate like the work that you guys really put in, because the main thing that people say about me and my man Torrance that's holding the camera is that we got passion. That's why we #1 in what we do. And it's nice to see developers be #1 in what you guys do, just showing sheer passion, because the talent will come. You know what I'm saying? So I really appreciate that, seriously. Now, the next thing I want to say is in terms of the story. Now, when we was talking, you said that you don't have to play the first one to really like enjoy the second one and stuff like that. So what does the second one has to offer from a story standpoint that's going to really, blow us away right from the start? Because the production value is crazy. Like, can I say the rich part? Like, yo, let me tell you what happens, son. Yo, he's standing up on like this boat ship or something like that, right? This dude threw a wrench, like he threw a wrench at you, and you like caught the wrench, and then he was like, and then you throw the wrench back at him, son, and knock him into the water. You gotta see it, son. It's crazy. So that was emotional for me. Like, that was crazy. So, like, yeah, the story, the production value, like, let me know. What's up with that?
Right, so the idea is that, last time when we made our levels, your phone's ringing again.
Phone ringing again. I'm popular right now. But that's a bill collector.
This time, like, when we made the first game, we were kind of taking pokes at the concepts that we were playing around with. What we came up with was fun, cool, we like it, but there was always something to us that was a little bit missing. Like, we were taking it too seriously. This time, we're not taking it seriously. This time, we're taking it seriously in that we want to make a fantastic game. We want a compelling story. We brought on writers and folks who can help us really flesh out the world, make it great. But we've added a lot more humor to it. Okay. We've lightened things up. There's a lot more one-liners and stuff that you'd find maybe more to Hollywood motion picture. So when you play through the game, you do see the wrench throws. You do see a lot of cool stuff, moments like that make you laugh. They can show you a good time. And so I think, yes, it's about a continuation of Conduit, but it's actually about making Conduit a lot cooler, a lot more interesting for people. And again, when we're showing it to people, people are laughing, people are really getting into it, so we know we've got something special.
Yo, all I gotta say is congratulations. Hey, Torrance, man, this is my dude right here, BigBad.com. You got a question you want to ask my man Matt over here? So what's up?
I think you've asked it all.
Alright, yo, I'm getting ready to shut this down, man. One love and God bless. Can you give it, you got any shout outs you want to give?
Just to the crew at High Voltage Software, thanks for working so hard, guys. You guys deserve lots of credit, lots of props. You guys are really awesome. Thanks for making such a great game so that we have so much cool stuff to show off. And to the gamers, we made it for you. I hope you like it. Play it and let us know what you think.
Get on the forums, talk mad shit, because Conduit 2 is coming. When can we expect it?
Q1 of 2011.
Q1 2011? Oh, you setting the year off with this? You got look, I'm not rich yet, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? They set it off lovely. So anyway,
you got plenty of time to save. So.
Yeah, Christmas coming, we got stuff to buy. Anyway, yo, one love and God bless, man. Nintendo Wii is holding it down. Conduit 2, High Voltage, Sega, and we